Welcome back to Sedona, Arizona, where today I'm taking you to another amazing cave here in Red Rock Country. A little bit more remote than the other famous Sedona caves, you're a lot less likely to run into anyone else out here. In this guide, the Robber's Roost. Sedona's caves are some of its most popular attractions. Maybe too popular sometimes. And while Robber's Roost is no secret anymore, it does have the advantage of being just a little bit tougher to get to. Also known as Shaman's Cave or Hideout Cave, it's about a 45-minute drive to the two trailheads if you're coming from downtown Sedona. Yes, two trailheads. Robber's Roost is accessed by a dirt service road through the Coconino National Forest, the last mile of which is extremely rocky and inaccessible to normal vehicles, requiring visitors to park their cars and walk the rest of the road to the trailhead. Those in high clearance vehicles, however, can drive this difficult section and take this from a 3-mile out and back hike to around half a mile, give or take a little bit. To get there, head south out of Sedona following AZ 89A for about 10 miles, before turning right onto Forest 525 Road. It's paved at first, but that quickly turns into dirt. If it's rained recently, you might want to avoid if you're driving anything other than a high clearance vehicle. When dry though, it's generally in good enough condition for most cars. Stay on the road for just under 3 miles before turning left for Forest Road 525C. It'll be marked by signs. Follow this for another 7 miles, and you'll eventually find yourself at the parking lot for vehicles that aren't quite high clearance. This is where I stopped, since I definitely didn't have the right car. If you do, though, feel free to take the road for about another mile until it ends, putting you closer to the proper trailhead. It will be an extremely rocky and bumpy ride. So I packed up my gear and got ready to walk the rest of the road. While not long, this hike is completely exposed. So you'll want sunscreen, a hat, plenty of water, and hiking boots, especially for the final ascent to the cave itself. I'm not going to lie, walking the road to the trail is fairly boring, though there's some nice red rock views off to your right. The whole thing is slightly uphill, and you're looking to reach this butte here. That's where the cave is located. Once at the road's end at the high clearance lot, you'll see the trail to your right. The goal is to get to the opposite side of the butte where the cave is. From here where the trail starts, you can't quite see it yet. Begin the trail, which descends pretty quickly before placing you at the base of this rock butte. From here, you'll want to begin heading up. It can get a little bit confusing the higher you get, as there's several trails that branch out from here. The goal is to stay to the left and keep heading upwards until you reach a ledge. And here's where things can get a little tricky, especially if you have a fear of heights. From here on, the trail wraps around the side of the rock wall leading to the cave. There is one short section though, where it's only a couple of feet wide, with a steep drop-off on the side. Slow, steady, and careful footing, wearing boots with good grip, should make this a breeze though. And once past it, you should be able to see the cave just ahead. A wall built out of stones protects the cave entrance. And once inside, feel free to kick back and just enjoy the view. The lookout from the main entrance is amazing. And of course, you don't want to miss the smaller circular opening on the right either. The story goes that this cave was used as a hideout by bandits and bootleggers back in the day, but I couldn't actually find anything to confirm that. Like I mentioned before, this hike is a little more remote than other Sedona cave hikes, so there's a pretty good chance you'll have the place all to yourself. I spent about 2 hours here, running time lapses on my camera, collecting footage, and just relaxing. And I didn't run into a single other person the entire time. Once you're done here, all that's left to do is head back the way you came. And while this Sedona cave hike might not have been that busy, the next one I'm taking you to definitely is. But it's absolutely still worth checking out. The famous Subway Cave.